Hi, welcome back to Behind Track Limits podcast episode 7. Today we are reviewing the Monaco race and looking at some memes.
Indeed. First things first, what did everyone think of the race?
Rubbish.
Okay, Mel, take us away on the opinions.
Obviously it wasn't a good weekend for Daniel, Lewis, George. Seb did have a good weekend, which I was very, very happy about. But on the Lando and Carlos podium. So it was a good race, just kind of boring, actually, it's not really can't really overtake. But yeah, it was a good race. All my favourite drivers did so bad. So not good.
Yeah, it was a good race. But obviously Monaco's not really a track that you're able to overtake on. I'm happy that Lando got to share the third podium together. So I was ecstatic.
So good.
Yeah, it was really cute.
It was. I was heartbroken for Charles though, because I would have loved to see him win his home race.
Yeah.
I mean, even just to drive in his home race would have been great.
To just be able to use the start. I think if Ferrari had probably checked the whole car, fair enough, probably could have done it. But yeah, I was very heartbroken. My view on
I think everyone was, even non-Ferrari fans.
Yeah.
And isn't it Lewis that's trying to change the track so there are more overtaking points? And I feel like this weekend has just proved his point and made him want to try even more, because it's not the best for him. It's not his strongest track.
Especially when he was behind Pierre for like 70 laps, and it's not as if he was so behind Pierre that Pierre was just up the road so he couldn't get to him. He was behind him the whole time, and Monaco is such a hard track to overtake on. He literally just could not do it, so he literally just had to sit there the whole race, which for a driver was just so annoying because you just want to get past. But because Monaco's such a hard track to overtake, he just sat there
He sounded so frustrated. His radios are just, you can feel the tension. He wanted to just
I hate how they did him so early as well.
Yeah.
Before everyone else, and he was like, he could have run on those tires. Lewis can manage tires, and I think we all know that, because he's not oh no, my tires are gone, then no, let's just run an extra 20 laps and then just
I feel like Mercedes used all of their brain cells last week in Spain.
And it was sort of completely off.
It was awful.
What was that about?
Yeah.
I feel a bit sorry for Bottas, I can't lie, but
I know.
I think that's such a problem as well, he can't control. And I think there was a video of them actually trying to take the wheel off, and you can literally see the metal just absolutely shredding and flying out of it. I was that is no chances that
they were panicking. They were standing there with the wheels gone, looking at each other what?
What's going on?
I could not believe my eyes when I saw it.
I was
because
light. Always with Mercedes.
And I think he was was he the first to pit? I think he was the first to pit, right, in the race.
Lewis was the first to pit.
Lewis was okay. Yeah. Well, when Bottas pitted and then he had the problem, I think everyone was just okay, now is the time. Let's all go into the pits, because Lando then went in. And I was just losing my mind during that time, because I was like, what is happening? And then I was just shocked at it. I was like, this is not happening. Mercedes, Bottas, I really wanted Bottas to do well in this race, because I feel like he really needs a win. He's behind Lewis, and I don't know, I just really like him and I want to see him succeed. It was just
with Lewis being so far down, it was Bottas's time to shine.
Definitely show that he's worthy of that 2022 seat.
But also strategically, Mercedes needed him up front so that they could play around with Lewis. So it really messed both drivers' races up.
Disappointing.
And like, no matter what team it is, if you have a bad pit stop, it just stresses me out. You know, like if the car's still there, I'm just like,
oh my god, what is going on?
Yeah.
I'm like, just go.
Yeah.
Even if it's Haas, I'm like,
stressful.
like, what's going on?
Yeah.
They're actually really quick with this, with their pit stops. I can't lie, they're really good.
The only thing where they're fast.
No, but
will be better than Red Bull pit stop. I cannot get over how fast they are. Like they are on top all the time, and I'm just like, oh my
crazy.
God.
Williams are quite good at their pit stops as well.
Yeah,
they tend to be 2 seconds bang on or just below. Like,
definitely.
Yeah,
that's good.
And I think obviously one of the main things was Charles not starting the race from.
Of course.
Obviously, he qualified on pole, which we all loved, and we were like, "Oh my god, oh my god!" Then obviously he then went, and they were like, Ferrari was like, "The car's okay, the car's okay." They checked the right side, they checked gearbox and everything. But I think sometimes when they do the test, they can never test with loads in the car, so they've always got no weight, and I think sometimes it can differ. But obviously it was that left drive shaft, which obviously the drive shaft is like a rod-like component that like transmit torques from your vehicle's engine to the wheels. So that's like basically it gives you the drive, it gives you the final drive to actually be able to do it. And I think as soon as Charles felt it, he was like, "This is bad." Like he thought it was the gearbox straight away. But like obviously, I don't get why they didn't check that left side. Obviously, he crashed in on the right side, but it's still like going to damage the whole of the car. And obviously, at that point, it was Ferrari's fault that they didn't check it.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense that they didn't scan the whole car to me. Like, no.
I mean, if you're running checks already, might as well do the rest of the car. Like,
exactly.
I get they might want to go car room and have a bit of a nap, go a bit of a sleep, but come on. Even if they did the check in the morning as well and they still didn't pick anything up, they must have literally just checked that right side because
they missed it. It's a shame. Because even if they got a penalty, it would be better. Like they're not starting at all. You might as well take the 5 point. If he had gearbox issues and stuff, you might as well take the penalty.
Well, the thing is, even if it's like a drive shaft, I don't think you do get a penalty for changing your drive shaft. So like if they just had changed that like through the night or something, they could have probably still been on pole, but obviously they just weren't thorough enough and missed it, which then cost Charles his race. So really Ferrari to blame.
Arguably, with Charles not being on pole and in the race, that also meant that Mercedes, lost out because Max gained more points. As a Mercedes fan, I would have loved for Charles to be there so that Lewis and Mercedes would still be leading both championships. But it is what it is.
Well, the thing is, because I don't know how many points you get for coming 7th. I'm not sure, but obviously because now Max has got that 4-point lead, and Max has been consistently getting seconds and stuff at the minute. I think he might almost have that bit of an edge now if he does keep finishing second or winning the odd race. I think he could probably like keep that championship lead a little bit. I think it'd go wrong if he probably got a DNF or something, but it has hindered Lewis's championship a bit. So it's interesting to see what happens like later on in the season.
They will 100% be very, very close, but Lewis for the 8th. That's all I'm saying. That's my opinion on it. As long as Lewis is behind that wheel, I don't think anyone else could, get that championship whilst he's there. Definitely people will challenge him, and as Max Verstappen is doing, but no, I don't think.
I agree with
not
you 100%.
close enough. But
and because he's now got like his. That's right. Because he's now got his like worst race out of the way, he can now just push to get back to where he was.
I think it's crucial what happens next week in Baku, because again that's a street circuit and grid position is crucial in like street circuit. So I think it depends how next week they qualify and everything with how it's going to pan out in the race. So Lewis needs a really good qualifying, preferably to get on pole, and Max to have not such a good one, but I just see Max being there in P2 again, because it's normally is them in 1st and 2nd. So but we'll see.
Yeah, no, I mean, Mercedes knew that the street circuits of Baku and Monaco weren't going to suit them, so I think we're just going to have to take the hit on the points now, and then gain them back at the rest of the racetracks where the Mercedes is dominant.
Definitely. But
we'll just have to wait and see.
I mean,
for sure. For Daniel, I was very, very, very sad. I mean, he's obviously still getting used to the car, but it brings up the question, but is he really? Like, with the Renault, I'm not sure if it's the other way around, but one of them, like either McLaren or the Renault, you've got to brake a little bit like slower, or like before you hit the apex and things like that.
It's the McLaren you're thinking of.
Yeah, well, something like that. And like people are like saying that Daniel's like lost all his talent. I'm like, no, just give him time. But
I know,
I was very, very sad to see him miss Q3.
Yeah, I'm very surprised as well because he's always done good in Monaco. So I was like, oh my god, he's probably going to out.
He's usually so good in Monaco.
Even in qualifying, he was speeding in the pit lanes. He was that excited, and then
I know he was so excited.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the pit lane is 20 kilometers per hour slower in Monaco than everywhere else. But still,
he just kept forgetting him. And just like,
£400 fine later.
Yeah, I mean, €400. That's really going to make a massive dent in his wallet. So,
no, it was a shame to see, Daniel's performance this weekend, and he's learning to adjust with the car. And I think obviously the different tracks, it's going to be different. That McLaren's going to be completely different to the Renault of last season. So he's getting to grips with it, and I'm just really hoping that he does come on top, hopefully soon. So we can maybe see some Daniel Ricciardo podiums as well as Lando.
And then when he lapped Lando, and Lando waved at him, I was like,
but I think that was more like thank you.
Nice.
Thanks. I just feel like Daniel's in his
must have not been the best.
He should almost be. He shouldn't be doing good, but he should. When I know Lando's been in that McLaren for like 3 years now, but like 5 races in, you should at least be getting to grips with it and sort of. I know it might take a long time to adjust your driving style and stuff, but I did just sort of expect more from Daniel. Because even with some of the drivers that have moved, like Yuki Tsunoda, he
adapted to that car in like not even a minute.
I know, and I was a bit like, Yuki, I was expecting more. Come on.
Yeah, I thought he was going to do really well.
And Alonso surprised me as well.
Yeah.
Like Alonso did shockingly bad.
Yeah.
For a previous world champion. You'd have thought he'd have been up there, especially with Esteban. Where did he came in? What was it? P8 or P9?
He did quite well.
P9.
Especially with Alonso, he has a lot of experience around Monza, so it's not as if he's like not drove it much. You'd think he'd sort of be there, know the track, like know the ins and outs and stuff, but he just wasn't there.
Yeah.
Speaking about
everyone has the weak tracks, don't they?
Yeah. Seb did quite well though.
I was so happy.
Yeah.
So good. And
Q3, I was like, yeah.
Finally.
And Giovinazzi.
He's coming back.
No one talked about Giovinazzi in P10.
True.
He was
so
P10.
well. I was like,
it was nice to see that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it was just really warming up Callum's seat, I guess. So.
I was like, okay, Callum's in there next.
Rumour in the paddock says that Callum's not going to be driving next season, which makes me really upset.
No.
Like he's because I feel like.
Oh, sorry.
Go on.
I think with obviously the Alpha as well, I don't think they want to get rid of Giovinazzi because he's an Italian driver in an Italian team. I think they want to keep him for like save the sponsors and the money and stuff. Is where also Kimi, he brings in a lot of money, so I just don't think they would change him yet.
Callum's just not got enough sponsors and backing for a seat at the moment.
I'll back him. I'll sponsor you guys.
Can we crowdfund him?
The Behind Track Limits podcast will.
Yeah, imagine having that all over
Go
the car.
fund me.
Imagine. Little logo.
So good.
That'd be so cool.
I feel like the whole Twitter community would back him though. I feel like all the Twitter peeps would like make a fund for him to race in Formula 1.
Yeah. Callum
because they said that about Alex Albon as well. They said they would make a Formula 1 team just for Alex Albon to race.
Imagine that.
Can we talk about Mick? Can we talk about Mick Schumacher's weekend? Wasn't it chaotic?
I thought it would be Mazepin. I thought it would be Mazepin doing those.
He's actually improved so much. He's
I
have to give him respect. Like he is improving a lot.
I think part of it was that Haas were having issues with the way the car responded when you put the accelerator down and the downforce on the car. So I feel like at Monaco, because obviously the rake of their car suits a monegasque street circuit, Mazepin was able to get on the accelerator without the back end going away from him. Because he's clearly a good driver, because obviously you've got to be in, it's either the top 4 or the top 5 to get a super license. And he won several races, and so he's talented enough to drive a Formula 1 car. I think that Haas have just got some issues with their car, and unfortunately he's not been managing and people have been jumping on it.
Definitely.
And it's also his first year, like
you know,
it'll be interesting.
Understeer, weren't he? So apparently, because obviously then they had to do the whole, I think it was like $500,000 he cost Haas. I think there's like a list.
Yes, I've seen $500,000. Oh, I was like,
that's the list of everything they had to do.
500,000.
Like struggling with
bad
money.
damage.
I'll put that in the group chat for me, please.
It'll be interesting to see like how they get on next year, because obviously they're putting a lot of their money and effort into next year's car. So it'll be interesting, and also because it'll be their second year, so it'll be cool to see how different it is.
Imagine the like top 3 in the team, like Haas
we'll
is
like
imagine.
Could you imagine seeing Mick Schumacher on the podium? That is something we would
I think everyone would cry.
I want to see that.
God would be falling.
Like,
I want to see Mick Schumacher in red on the top step of the podium.
They should do reverse grid so that can happen.
Yeah, and to be honest, my favorite moment of Monaco was when Mick went and overtook Nikita on the hairpin. I thought it was a really
and they were
good
like,
move.
that's such a Michael Schumacher thing to do.
And
I was like,
when
everyone's heart
screamed.
just got a little bit like,
and I was like, well, at least he did that after the 2 crashes. I was like, okay,
I think that was
I'm
like
okay with that.
I'm pretty sure.
That and Vettel.
Vettel?
Vettel.
And
Vettel too.
Like they didn't show it, they showed Lance when they was
what was that about? Have you seen all of those TikTok memes where it's like they're doing like just people like there was the Hakkinen and Schumacher overtaking Spa, and then
it cuts to Lance.
And it cuts to Lance on the side.
Literally the one bit of action on track we were getting, and like they cut to like Lance.
Like, no,
what are we doing?
Oh no, you just wanted to be like, oh, you wanted to no.
Gasly holding up Hamilton. Right?
I was a bit shocked.
That was
he was
good
raging.
though.
Yeah, he was
I mean, and Lando holding off Checo too. I mean, I was just the last 10 laps. I was just like, I really need him to hold off at Checo, because
the gap is just getting smaller and smaller.
Lando
was missing. If he missed the chicane one more time, he'd have been given a 5-second penalty.
I know.
So he got a black and white flag.
Don't make a mistake.
I have the video.
Max is standing over there like, hi guys.
I just want a drink.
They're just so cute. They're
like
the
little
best
poster,
bromance
like the bromance is still and always will be there. And
Even if Netflix tries to come out as rivals.
I know.
I know.
Oh
I
my
was like,
God.
what on earth was that
Carlos and
about?
Lando are rivals. Okay, Netflix, look at that.
If
it's
Netflix
gonna be
wanted a
interesting.
rivalry, then they should have gone back to Lewis and Nico. That's a rivalry.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was a rivalry.
Oh.
And it all came after they were battling for, because they were quite close before
they were best friends. They went on holidays together and all sorts. And actually, when he was at Monaco, he was asked when he first raced around the Monegasque track, and all he said to the interviewer was, "My best friend at the time invited me to Monaco to go karting." And it's like, you can say his name.
I mean, he preaches about him enough. He's like a Lewis Hamilton, like he's like forming a cult about Lewis Hamilton. I swear, he preaches that man.
Yeah, he loves him.
He loves him.
He's 100% got his own religion towards Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah,
Definitely.
that's what I was thinking.
Every Sunday before the race, he's got like
He has like all the candles ready, points.
Yeah.
Playing his
he
music.
loves him. He's always like trying to change the topic to Lewis, but I love Nico, so
I mean,
he's one of
I
my favorite
I was so
drivers.
hopeful to see a Brosades reunion because he was punditing for Sky, but I feel like they must have some sort of like separation where they're not going to see each other or anything, because Nico was stood like 5 meters to the right of the press pen, and Lewis, instead of going over to Sky, made a hard right and scuttled back off to the garage. And obviously he wasn't in the best of moods, having had a terrible race, but he spoke to Natalie and then said, "That's it, I'm not going over there." Yeah.
Where's Angela?
That's so sad.
Yeah, where was Angela? She wasn't with him in the press pit. So I was like,
maybe she's took a holiday.
maybe
she
needed a break.
He was babysitting
She was like
Roscoe.
preparing who knows?
Did anyone see
I just
Toto
remembered or
this
something.
weekend? I didn't see him. Did anyone see Toto this weekend?
Did anyone see Tom
No, he's
Holland
probably
this
raging.
weekend?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Us Marvel girls are winning.
I was so shocked because Tom Holland and his mates went to Mercedes at Silverstone, but they were there with Red Bull, and I was like,
I was like, this is
Tom
cheating.
Holland.
This is cheating over here. You can't be doing this stuff.
he's a glory chaser.
Oh, that video, and the video of him walking past the McLaren garage and they're playing Spider-Man is my
that
favourite
was
so good.
That was one of the best moments of the weekend.
It was.
definitely
I was
most
just like,
entertaining.
Yeah.
and now I just can't stop playing the Spider-Man song.
And it just sits there jamming to the Spider-Man song.
Literally.
I love
It's
that.
so good. So now we're going to look at some memes that we've all been sharing, see what they are like.
Yeah, I'm going to send the first one in.
Oh, are we gonna like react to them all together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any.
I have not seen any either.
The first one is about Mercedes being a Mercedes fan.
I love that. I love
Let's get remote fan.
No.
But like this is like right now Valtteri Bottas's worst nightmare to ever appear.
Yeah.
No. That's brilliant.
Damn.
God, I don't know if it was on the Sky Sport. No, I think it was in an F-Well. It was in an interview anyway. And you just see Charles in the background and he's like, hello.
He looks like he's about to pounce.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Audacity of him.
Not today.
It's just the way he's like
He's planning something.
Serious.
That has so
the
much
video
potential.
from that bit, like Charles is walking around waving to all of his fans, and Max is there raging because the red flag stopped him getting on pole, and it's the most chaotic video.
Like, Charles is like loving
he
life.
looks great.
That's so
human.
funny.
The next one. Legend says the tyre is still on Bottas's car.
Apparently it is.
So
But they're not going to take it off, are they, till they've investigated it?
How is that possible?
Just stop that.
funny.
Honestly, that was my dream.
Stop the count. Yeah, that was so adorable.
It's just this little eye patch. It was a video of him like rubbing his eye. It was so funny.
I need Seb to now make like a helmet or something, and on his visor just have like an eye patch.
I can see that.
Oh, that'd
this
be
needs
amazing.
to happen. Can someone please tweet Seb?
Watching
Get rid of the lady on the back.
Yeah.
Put a pirate on.
I still haven't found this so-called lady helmet. I can't find it.
Have
Let's
you
do a
not?
I
petition
send
for
it.
that.
I've got a photo of it.
Yeah,
I'll send it.
I've seen
Aston
the
Martin
2013
should turn
helmet.
that into new merch, I
pulling
think.
through.
That would go down great.
People would
I would buy
that.
that. I would buy that.
I think I saw this meme approximately 2 minutes before he got the second €200 fine as well.
What did he do though?
It's just
Like he did it once and then did it again.
But it's a team that has to pay for it. I don't think it's him.
Yeah.
But
Team, yeah.
either way.
I don't think it'll damage.
No, it would affect him anyway, will it?
Maybe Haas with that $500,000 for Schumacher's car.
I
He must have so
know.
bad.
Still crying.
It's
Tell
times
us
like
about
this that we're glad that
Schumacher.
they've got Mazepin as a driver.
He's really inspecting it. He's doing a Seb.
He's doing a Seb, yeah.
Seb.
I saw so
Seb.
many Inspector Mick memes. It was
Inspector
Talking about
Mick.
Inspector Seb, we've got an Inspector
Traditions
Seb meme.
now.
Come and collect your man. I swear, Mercedes admin is
On my way.
the best
Love them.
ever.
So funny.
Mercedes
We
and
need to clip
Aston Martin.
To inspect the cars.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
definitely giving him tips. He's like, right now.
Like,
Right, so
I
this
Go
is
over
the
to your
angle
rivals.
to look at. And don't forget to
Yeah.
check the
Next one
rear.
is so
Look for
funny.
this.
little
Look for that.
inspection lens.
He's got his little eye patch to help with his inspections so that he's got bad eyes.
He's definitely got some gadgets in there just to like, like zoom in and
With a
stuff.
helmet, the
some
helmet's got a
proper
camera
Bond
on it. See, when he
gadgets.
puts it on his head, half, and get a camera inside the helmet to look in the car.
Mhm.
That's my idea. This one's too funny. I had to include it.
Oh my.
It looks
He
real.
already
It
looks at
real.
Toto like he has the moon and the stars.
The way that Toto is looking.
George is
Creepy.
give me the 20.
He's just like, hey.
George literally looks like he's in love with Toto there.
Yeah, but
He
that's
is.
how he usually looks at Toto.
He's like,
I really
please, I'd
Look at the
appreciate
eyes.
it if you gave me that seat. Like,
But I
I'd
know you
love
said no
forever.
last time,
If
but I
ask
don't know
again,
if you
maybe.
considered it.
Maybe George has a Mercedes 2022 seat cult, just like Nico does with Hamilton.
Oh my god.
Raw a clown.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not.
Me being a Ferrari fan, I can't help but just agree because
Oh.
Maybe Max manifested an issue with Charles just to get pole.
Just an incident in the
Carlos,
racetrack. Just an incident.
them three sat there at night. So Max, Carlos, and bloody Checo just all sat at night and was like, right, that's it. He ruined our flying laps. We're done.
Prayer circle.
Yeah, because Carlos is really
Get
confident.
the candles out.
I feel like, like Carlos probably because Charles was in the race. Carlos felt like he could just go without thinking about Charles, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Like without being pressured.
Mm-hmm.
So like he could do it. It's all about him now. Just go.
Yeah.
Instead of
He's
having
got
to worry about
the
Charles.
two
as well.
brain cells at Ferrari working together for him rather than just the one.
Yeah.
The next one kind of comes in a pair of two. So it's a video and a meme, but the video I find too funny. I'll let y'all watch it.
Oh my god, I love this guy. Hamilton's car this weekend.
I love that audio.
Oh,
That is
no.
amazing. I love that guy on TikTok. He's so good.
Yeah, he always
Yeah.
on the For You page. Now, I feel like if your certain person named Kaia to look away for this next meme. Okay.
Oh, I loved that video. That video was so cute.
Oh dear.
They are so cute though. I can't deny it.
Yeah,
They are.
It was really sweet when she kissed his helmet.
I know. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
What plays in my head.
Petition for me to have that.
He's 33, isn't he? And he's 23, so there's 10 years difference. It just shows, you know, age doesn't matter. Go wild.
It's just a number.
It's just the fact that he took Kvyat's seat and then he took his baby mama.
That's just
that was probably not the wisest, but
probably not. No,
it seems to have worked.
I mean, yeah, they look very, very happy.
They do. Similar, though.
They do.
Bittersweet for some, I guess.
They look like siblings, legit. Like that photo.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they do.
I say that men's blonde couples look like siblings as well, because they do.
I think Charlotte and Charles do look a little bit alike.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I don't really see that one. Let me have a neb, actually.
I see it. Like it's the eyes, I think.
I'm gonna have a look now.
It's the fact that a lot of F1 couples have appeared on what is it? Siblings or dating on Instagram.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, no, to be fair, they kind of do. They look like long lost siblings.
Oh, that's so.
1 minute, I'm just going to send this through because this is absolutely.
Oh my god.
Oh, he was so happy.
That was like my reaction as well.
I loved what she was wearing. I know that's like not even F1 or motorsport related, but she looks incredible.
She always dresses really well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I love how Penelope has like better fashion than me, and she's what, 2?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
yeah,
around
I saw that.
And
no, that's so true.
Isn't it? Right?
That is weird.
What?
This is a petition.
It's a little
Is that
weird.
not
Whack
terrifying?
Max into some drag to see if he looks like
I'm blown away.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, okay, this is the final few, but this one's a bit controversial, but I find it funny.
The secret ingredient is crime.
Crime.
Maddie, was it you that said to me about because obviously Charles has got his Ferrari, hasn't he?
Yeah, his SF90 is in Monaco in his house. And get this, so last year's Ferrari is almost identical to this year's Ferrari because they haven't designed a new car. They've just done some minor upgrades and tweaks. So it's the same engine as is in the SF90, just dialed down to comply with the FIA. But yeah, so I was like,
legal this time.
All it takes is a paint job.
Conspiracy theory, that.
Yeah. Sorry if you're a Ferrari fan. Just.
I agree.
Ellie would take it though.
Yeah, I'm fine. Half the time I agree with the backlash Ferrari get.
The one downside to it though is that whenever Ferrari start to get their acting gear, people are just going to joke about it and they're going to demean it, which I think's sad because I mean I'll say hand on heart, I've never been a Ferrari fan because I was raised supporting British talent. As a good British person. So but it's sad to see such a historic team struggling so much, just as it is with Williams. And it's a shame that both teams who have such an amazing history get really, they're the end of everyone's jokes kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's sad.
The last one.
Oh, that one, that's my favorite one.
Trying to keep his composure, but inside he is
when he got out of the car.
Oh yeah. No, I can imagine.
I'll put in a
think
bonus
all
You
he
one.
never
said
get
was
to see
like-
their faces.
One bonus one.
You never get to see like their faces because they've got their helmets on.
It's a George Russell thumbs up. Did you see George and Charles? Well, George was comforting Charles. Like when the race started.
Yeah,
I know. I was like,
because
When
there
they
was
were-
like
insecure.
well, weren't they? Seb was also talking to Charles when it was like the thing, and I was just like, can someone please give him a hug?
Seb is
Because
a
I
father of the
cannot.
grid.
Yeah.
oh, the photo of Seb,
Where-
Charles, and Mick, and it was like Ferrari's past, present, and future. And I was like,
Oh, I feel that.
which one do you reckon's the seat warmer though, Charles or Carlos?
Carlos.
Carlos.
Sadly.
I'm so sorry.
Charles will be there for life.
I heard something on Twitter that Mattia Binotto said that Carlos could be out of Ferrari for Mick to be there in that 2023, or like he could, or like even 2022. They said, but I said that's like not realistic. 2022, but 2023.
His contract's not up
I
until.
could see that happening. I could see it happening.
I could as well, yeah.
No.
But then, where is Carlos
Sue,
going?
but in my head, I will sue.
Yeah, I think
I'll join you in that.
Like to Carlos.
they're gonna want another Schumacher in that seat.
Yeah, and
definitely.
imagine the
A
high
Leclerc and a
press.
Schumacher.
Sponsors will come flooding in. There'll be so much press coverage. They'll get
It's just fate,
Yeah.
not fate, but like it's bound to happen. You know,
Yeah,
Mick is
I know.
definitely
Oh,
going to
yeah,
go
it's bound
Ferrari.
to
It's
happen,
like
but please not soon.
yeah, it's not a case of if, it's a case of when, I think.
well, he's
like,
got a 2-year
with-
contract with Haas. I can't really see Mick going anywhere else other than Mercedes. No, not Mercedes. Ferrari.
Could you imagine Mick and George in Mercedes?
No.
I die.
I mean,
Because his dad drove for Mercedes.
Yeah,
So
that's, I would love to
true.
see Mick in a Mercedes actually. That's a good.
it could be
thinking.
cool. That actually could be cool.
Yeah.
Midday dreaming about that.
Carlos gonna go
Yeah.
like just thinking
I'm
about
just-
picking the Ferrari.
Yeah.
But like another thing as well, like if Carlos gets kicked from Ferrari, where's he going to go? Because I feel like McLaren is his home.
Yeah.
But then Daniel
Oh,
doesn't know. So
imagine
where's
if you went
Daniel going
back
to
to
go?
McLaren.
Have you not heard the rumours about Daniel and Red Bull?
Yeah.
No.
Don't do that to me.
Because Daniel's, as we were chatting about earlier, Daniel's driving style is very much suited towards the way that the Red Bull makes their cars, because they always do a high rate car which suits his driving style.
Yeah.
So
then I'm
and
assuming to check
spent-
him.
yeah, he spent a suspicious amount of time with the Red Bull team this weekend.
Yeah. And his trainer as well.
Suspicious.
Like if you watch Ted's notebook, he like
Yeah, Michael
fist
is
pumps
walking with them,
Max.
and
yeah.
No,
I mean,
So-
I'd love to see Max and Daniel back again, but it's just a toxicity from Red Bull I cannot stand.
Max and Daniel are like my ultimate.
They were
Like,
like that's
romance.
like
They were yin and yang.
yeah.
They were,
Yeah.
yeah. They were the original.
They are.
Yeah.
That I believe is everything.
I think
Malfunction.
But it was really nice to have you on, as well as you, Carla.
yeah.
Obviously, we have Carla
Yeah.
sometimes, don't we? So Carla's like
Yeah.
pretty much like a host of this. But no, it was really nice to hear your opinions. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
thank
think what we
you for
should
having me,
do-
and thank you for inviting me into the little group, because it's been really lovely.